Look at that flexibility of the spinach wrap. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Alice Rita, and today I'm going to show you how I made my spinach wrap. The recipe I used consists of 3 eggs and 90 grams of spinach. Whatever type of spinach you're using, whether it's been pre-washed or not, please wash your spinach before use, because that way it gives you the satisfaction that it's sand-free and that it's clean. So after washing your spinach, drain out the water because you don't want extra fluid in this recipe, and then transfer it to your blender. Break the 3 eggs into the leaves that are in the blender, and we are going to then give this a very quick blend. After the mixture has finished blending, you should get a very smooth smoothie. And then we're going to fry this wrap. Put on the stove a clean pan and rub the surface with some butter. Try to use a non-stick pan so that your wrap is easy to flip. And then give the mixture a quick shake and transfer the mixture, the spinach and egg mixture, into the pan. You can use this recipe to make either 2 wraps or 3 wraps, depending on how very good you are at pouring the mixture into the pan. For my recipe, I was able to make 2.5 spinach wrap. I'm sure you'll be wondering what a half spinach is. It means it was very, very fragile. That was why I call it a 2.5. So the right time to flip the spinach is when the surface looks like it's a bit dry, not dry biscuit. I meant when the surface looks like there is less moisture. That then means that the spinach wrap is ready to be flipped. However, if you look at this other side of this spinach wrap, you can see that it looks moist. That means if you try to flip this particular wrap, you're going to have a scrambled spinach. So just carefully monitor that all the round side of the wrap is dry. So once that side is dry, you will observe it. It's easy to observe. It then means that it's time for us to flip this wrap. So carefully lift from one side. Don't worry, it's not very, very delicate like I'm describing to you. It's just that if you don't put enough starting mixture, you're going to have a very fragile wrap to flip. So now, carefully flip this. You can see, as easy as A, B, and C. So don't worry if you have leftover after using this recipe. When I kept the remaining wrap, I kept wrapped in parchment paper, and the next day, still rolled in the parchment paper, I just kept it in the oven and heat up the oven for just 3 to 4 minutes to make it a bit warm again before then using it. And now we're going to repeat the process for the remaining mixture. So I just transferred the remaining content of the jar into the pan, but before I did that, I battered the pan. And you can see, now it's easier to see when this one is completely moist, because now the frying pan is hot. You can see that the surface of that looks really dry. This therefore suggests to us that it's time for us to flip this wrap. And remember that you can see that there is any moist looking surface. So carefully take your spatula or spoon, whichever one you're using, and then carefully flip the wrap so as to just cook the other surface for less than a minute. It's just to make sure that that side also is really, really cooked. So you can see this wrap, it's really flexible and easy to make. I was able to store my leftover in the fridge for 1.5 days and it was still good. So now get ready to put whatever favorite stuffings you love to put in it. I've never tried using cheese with my spinach wrap before, so this is my first time. I hope it will be easy for me to wrap. So first, I kept the cheese and some cabbage, now pepper, and now I'm adding some tuna fish. And the other thing I'm adding now is the Greek feta cheese. So once you've put your stuffings, fold the 2 sides of the wrap and then roll it from the bottom, from the closest part to you. You can see that the spinach is really flexible because I'm really pulling it to ensure that it's wrapped properly. And after wrapping this, get ready to eat your spinach wrap. I'm just going to cut this into 2 now so that you can see the inside of the stuffings that are arranged inside. Look at that. So if you want a more moist stuffings, try to put some mayonnaise or some mashed avocado inside. That will give you some moist filling. And don't forget that you can just wrap the leftover wrap with parchment paper, store in the fridge. The next day I used the leftover with some mashed egg. Thank you for watching my video today, and please check out our other videos. And until next time, I remain Alice Rita. Bye.